How do you feel about a new paradigm for the gold price, for the silver price? Are we quickly approaching a point in time where the market's going to view silver and gold much, much differently? You've probably heard over the years, inflation is good for silver, good for gold. But what about the last few years? As inflation has spiraled out of control, the silver price and gold price have struggled, right? Well, that could be about ready to change, and we're going to cover that in this video. We could be heading dead straight into a new perspective for the precious metals prices. It could get very exciting. Let's talk about it right now. Have you considered why you've always heard that silver and gold help protect you from inflation? Maybe because it's true? Now, for the last few years, that hasn't quite held true. Silver and gold have struggled in the face of high inflation because the market perceived that the Federal Reserve and our old friend Jerome Powell would continue with their hawkish stance. But we are quickly approaching a point in time where all of that is going to change. Yes, that common knowledge that you've been taught over the decades that silver and gold do keep up with inflation, that the silver price and gold price do well in inflationary environments, well, it will hold true again. And here is why. The world economy is struggling. The Fed has raised rates at a pace that's never been done in history over the last 18 months. As a result, the world economy is struggling. Domestically in the United States, we're seeing telltale signs of serious trouble in any of the sectors that are sensitive to high interest rates. Talk about housing, real estate. We know that right now, mortgage applications are down almost 30% from where they were last year. We know that auto sales are starting to pull back. We know that banks, they're on life support. And many other sectors of the economy that are sensitive to interest rates are showing great strain. But remember what I started by talking about. It's not just here, it's the world. China's economy sputtering. Europe spiraling into a recession. So we have a fast, slowing world economy right now. But we also have this other little problem called inflation. And the Federal Reserve, they've not been able to get it back to their target 2% rate. And right now, we're seeing huge inflationary pressures in the economy. Oil prices skyrocketing, food prices continuing to go up. The Fed can't control inflation. They think they can. They can control the economy. You see, inflation and the economy, they really are two separate things, and the Fed has to pick their battle. And they may, most likely, decide to pick the battle with the economy over the battle with inflation. We could soon be in a situation where we're getting higher inflation numbers, and there's nothing the Fed can do about it. They've been essentially neutered. And when the market wakes up to that, when everyday investors start to realize that, again, inflation is picking up and that the Fed, they've already shot all their inflation fighting bullets, they're not going to continue to raise rates. They can't. Remember, banks are on life support. The world economy is slowing. Inflation will show its true strength. And most importantly, as everyone wakes up, they'll realize that the best way to protect themselves against inflation in a recessionary environment is with precious metals. If you're looking to buy gold, silver, or platinum, do yourself a favor and check out Pimbex, the online precious metals bullion dealer and sponsor of Ron's Basement. I was a happy customer before they offered to support the channel. You'll find they have the best prices, quality, and service. I think Pembex is best, and you will too. And be sure to tell them that you're from Ron's Basement. Some people like to call it stagflation. Call it what you will. Maybe we'll refer to it as reality. But when we look out in the coming 2, 3, 4 months, none of us has a crystal ball, but it sure feels like Jerome Powell and the Federal Reserve, they're going to find themselves in quite a predicament. And guys, it's not going to take a lot of new people joining us on the precious metals boat. Just a few percentage points higher in terms of the percentage of people who are investing their money in the precious metals could have dramatic effects on the price of silver, on the price of gold, platinum, and the precious metal mining stocks. It's going to be very interesting as we navigate this coming, let's say, 6 months. We know what happened in previous situations where there was crisis. You couldn't find silver at the local coin shop. You had to wait 3 or 4 weeks to get a shipment from an online bullion dealer. Things could get very interesting very quickly. Hey, look, I may be wrong. I don't have a crystal ball. Don't make any financial decisions based upon what I'm seeing, and I'd be curious to hear what you're seeing as well. Most important, I hope you enjoy your time here in the basement. I do want you to come back. Don't forget, I will put out a new piece of content every single day for the rest of my life. So please subscribe, give this a thumbs up, and make sure you come back. Join us basement dwellers here in the basement, because the ride that we're going to have in the precious metals, I believe, I can feel it in my bones, as our friend Richard Cooper in the UK likes to say, the ride's going to be fantastic. We want to protect ourselves, be prepared monetarily, mentally, for what's coming down the pike. And what I see coming down the pike could be very, very challenging. Hey, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you want to hear more discussion on this subject, there's a live stream I did today, September 11th, 2023. You can check that out right here. Most important, be well, and I'll see you soon.